Who are looking to trade something in the terms of like smart money, this is where we have another scanner called Harmonics. Okay, so basically it prints a pattern for you. It gives you the scan on this side right here. So let's say right now we're looking at GBP and ZD, and this is going to be on a 1 hour time frame. So the lowest we can go, I think, is like 15 minutes. I don't think you can go lower than that. But to confirm the trade, we're probably going to be going down to 5 if we have to. Okay. But mostly it's going to be on the higher time frames. So you'll be trading on the higher time frames. Now this works, of course, for the Forex market. This also works for the exotics, indices, commodities, and this is just ideas from the educators in the team. All right, so let's get into the video. So this is harmonic scanner. You'll be trading on a 1 hour time frame. What the whole point of this is to use fair value gap as a confirmation, and then there's 3 other indicators that we have that will confirm the trade by making sure everything lines up with everything that we're looking for. And if one of them doesn't line up, then clearly we cannot take a trade. All right, so let's get into the video. First, you'll get a scan, and this will happen like 4 days ago. I'll just show you what already happened, and then later on, I'll make more videos and show you how to find the trade before it even happens. All right, so you'll have this pattern. You'll have different points on the pattern, right? You have A, B, C, D, and then there's X. So this will be printed by itself, right? So you don't have to put this on. There is a training on how to draw these out, but when you're going to be using the scanner, you don't have to draw them because they're already been drawn for you. Okay, so that's one of the things that you don't have to deal with, is basically just try to figure this out on your own, right? This is already done for you. All that you have to do is just confirm that you have a trade, right? Now, you'll wait for the price to come down from the C point all the way to the D point, right? Once the price comes down, what you're going to be looking for is a shift candle. A shift candle will be indicated by a blue arrow underneath of it, just like that. Now, what I like to do is get a better entry at this area if I go down to 15 minutes. Instead of going down in here, this will give me scans. So this will basically reload my whole chart. I will click on here and then switch to the 15-minute time frame, and then zoom it out, find my scan, which is right here, and then simply we'll look for the candle that has a blue arrow. All right, and here we actually have multiple of them, so we'll just select the first 3, one in here, one in there, and one in there, and we're gonna put a vertical line on each of them. All right, so we'll get this vertical line and we'll place it here, in here, and in there. All right, now what we are looking for is to make sure that these are indeed valid shift candles. Even though they have arrows underneath of them, they could be fake, which means we need to know how do we confirm in order to make sure they're valid. Now, you can double click on a chart, or you can press this little bar right here, and it will turn on the other indicators. You have 3 of them. You have this one, and that one. Now, all that you're looking for, basically, for the bars to be the same exact color. So in this case, you have a blue bar with a blue arrow. Now you just want to make sure that this one is blue as well, and in this case it is. And then here you want to make sure that the blue line is over the red line. So that's already a second confirmation. And then here you want to make sure that it's the same thing as this one. So blue line over the red, and it is. Right, if you zoom it in, it definitely is. So right there. So you have all 3 confirmations. Now this is a valid shift candle on a 15-minute time frame. Now you can click this thing again and these indicators will disappear, because once you have confirmed, you do not need them anymore. And you can delete these lines as well, because you're only looking for one shift candle. Okay, you don't need 3 of them. So we just selected these in case this one fails, then we can look at this one and then that one as it follows. All right, so since we have confirmed that this is indeed a shift candle, all we have to do is to look for fair value gap inside this candle, right? And we don't have to go time frame down, we can just stay on a 15-minute. Now in this case, you can see that if you draw your box rectangle from this wick, from the top of that wick to the bottom of the red wick, you can see that there is a gap. That gap is called fair value gap or imbalance, right? So you're just waiting for the price to come back into it, tap the box anywhere, right? Could be top of it, could be bottom, can just go down like halfway through it. It doesn't matter. All that you're looking for is the price to come back down into this box and then take off. And this is where you will set your your risk to reward box. So you will go long position. You will place it in, doesn't matter where in this box. I like to do it on top of it. And then your stop loss will go to the lowest point of this move at the D point, right? So here's the D point, here's this move, there's the lowest point is on that wick. So you'll move your stop loss up to this wick. And then for the targets, you have 3 different goals, right? You have target number 1, target number 2, and target number 3. Now, all depends how far you want to go and how long you want to wait. I mean, this is 15-minute time frame, so this will take a while. I like to go to target number 1, right? That way I don't have to wait too long. So I'll just drag this up, and this is 2.75 to 1. So, and then you're just simply gonna wait until it reaches the area. And it did. Right there. Now, whenever it's in profit in here and it got super close, if you got out here, sounds good. That's perfectly fine. As long as you trade in profit, that's all that matters, right? If you didn't and you just waited out completely to get a couple more pips out of here, then you want to trade. But you can see if you held to target number 3, which would be 8.6 to 1, right? Almost 9. It would have been hit. So, and the price actually went even higher than that. So it all depends how long you want to wait, right? But I just focus on the target number 1. That way I'm out with the profit and basically can find another trade. So again, this is pretty simple. Anybody can do this as long as you follow the confirmations correctly and you check everything off before you take a trade. You should have a winning trade. The only reason you would lose a trade is if you don't follow anything and you just basically got in a trade because you thought that these arrows underneath these candles are signals to buy, which they are not. This is just indicating which candle is a potential shift candle. So anyway, if you want more information on this, you can comment on the video and I'll send all info to you. Until the next video, I will talk to you later, and thank you for joining me here.